Welcome to Phoenix Sim Sports.
Takes the win at Le Mans.
What a performance. Absolutely incredible racing.
The wait for Season 16 is over. And with that, new challenges arrive. Word around the paddock is, former champion is looking to lead Alpine.
It's another race win here for Ballicator.
Ryan Ward is making a heroic comeback after having a very difficult start.
Season 16 is here. 10 rounds, multiple circuits. It's the ultimate test of skill and endurance.
From the first green flag to the final checkered, only one can rise above. Speed, strategy, precision. The smallest mistake caused the defeat. Only the fearless will rise above. This is Phoenix Sim Sports. Season 16 begins now.
Welcome everyone to another fantastic round for the Phoenix Sim Sports Le Mans Ultimate Series. Season 16 kicks us off over here for round 4. It's going to be the first time we go across through the ocean from Europe over to North America. Sebring plays host to the 4th round of the championship. The final one before we conclude through our halfway point of the season was been a very exciting 3 races with 3 different hypercar race winners. There's a chance we could be looking out for a 4th here today, and also with the GT3s also still at match as well for the exciting racing that we have seen going along here. Join alongside me for the commentary once again for this an hour and 30-minute exciting spectacle of racing for qualifying and also for the race. It is going to be the Finnish driver for Euro Zoppinen and the Belgium driver of Miro Guibi. Good afternoon, you two. How are you two both doing?
Spectacles of racing. I'm very sorry, I'm not prepared somehow. But either way, Sebring is a pretty bumpy track, but has shown a lot of action during the years in 12 hours of Sebring and 1,000 miles of Sebring in WEC. Even in IMSA, the 12 hours of Sebring. I'm joined alongside here with the glorious Miro Guibi. Miro Guibi, how are you doing today? Miro, we can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. My headset wasn't doing the things. But yeah, I'm pretty good. Thank you. I just did a pre-qualifying for the Belgian Championship, so that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so about Sebring, absolutely a amazing track with a lot of nice corners. As your host said, yeah, of course, it is very bumpy, but it is a really nice track overall, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I just realized that Yuho said great start. It was a fantastic start, especially your intro, which about 1 viewers did not manage to hear first half of Yuho's intro. So apologies for that, viewers, but we're going to be back
Oh
over in
my
full
God.
action with all the technical difficulties. It seems to just carry on through from last time round whenever the headphones caught up, and you just went gone. Same thing as well, just seemed to be blank stare. But thank you very much, you two, both, for being here today. Another fantastic racer we're going to come to very soon with again the 16th season is going to be nearly for the halfway point now, and Sebring already traveled through Bahrain into Lagos, and Spa was the first one that kicked off through in November, and November's actually got a bit of good tracks ahead of us outside from Spa-Francorchamps, which happened with let's just say with great smoothness on the stream front. Sebring, Imola, Fuji and Silverstone is going to be the next ones less done onto our bucket list, and then after that it is the Le Mans and then Portimao for season 9, with the finale kicking over down to in Monza, which is again very interesting because Monza doesn't usually host the final rounds of these series unless if your name is the Formula 4 Italian Championship. As I just heard from you, for God's sake, as I hear from like you say, for God's sakes, why did you cut my intro off, you absolute yeah, indeed. But again, continuing on through where we left off, 3 different winners for the hypercars in the last 3 races. Kenzo won the first one. He still leads for the championship, 56 points ahead of that. Lorenzo Hendricks, despite not finishing last time in Bahrain, managed to get for a win and a 5th place in the last 2 races, which means that he is probably the best in terms of form in the last 2 races. And then outside that, it's Dolph Myers with 46 points. But if you have to go all the way down to Goschlak, who's languishing in 7th, he's also in a similar trajectory as Lorenzo, despite also not turning up. He's first at the moment with he won last race actually back over at Interlagos, and again we can see that all very well clearly. No, it wasn't Interlagos, it was Spa. My apologies. Bradley Kerr, though, managed to get his first win with the win over at Spa. It's been something that has been, honestly, it's been really hard for him to try to get to because he won all but 1 race, and this time it seems to make it all that much more difficult for himself. Michael Bartels is the only other driver aside from him to have won. He finishes over at first and back over into Lagos, and also the Bahrain race winner previously beforehand. But now we're going to go on for ahead. Yeah, we can see over for the 2 viewers. Thank you very much, and also to you, the 5 viewers as well. Thank you very much all for watching as well. And we're going to swiftly go over to the broadcast side of things. Now completely smooth. I will turn up the mixer in just a few moments. But well, since you two both have do you two both have experience with Sebring? And if so, what's something that we can try to expect from these drivers here today?
A lot of bumpiness. All I can say is that. But that's a good question in all seriousness and no jokes. To be fair to the hypercar drivers, it will be pretty much, how do I say it? Well, Miro, you can finish my sentence.
Yeah, well, of course, as Yoho said, it's a very bumpy track. It is quite difficult to drive on this track. Yeah, well, it has some blind corners too, which is very challenging, if you ask me, of course. But yeah, I hope some people that are driving now likes this track. Well, personally, I don't really like this track. But yeah, it's a very bumpy track and a lot of challenging things on the track too.
Hold on, you don't like this track?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, indeed, because Sebring is a great track. I've won here 2 times in the Finnish Championship and also in another championship. I don't even remember when did I win, or am I making up that I won 2 times? Okay, 1 time only.
Yeah, obviously, in the straight it is very bumpy, as you can see, and absolutely, hey, in the first corner too, it is very bumpy. It is almost just too difficult to drive, but it's just at the limit that you can drive. It's very difficult.
Yes, indeed. And Amirotes, what do you expect from them?
Well, honestly, this honestly trues the test of time, because if you recall, in American history, they always would have, well, similar to what we see in Europe, there's often racetracks held at former airfields. I'm reminded back into the time of the IndyCar and kart days, whenever they raced at tracks like Louisville or Vancouver, for instance, and they were all abhorrently abysmal airfield tracks. But Sebring has obviously been the one that stands the test of time, because unlike the other ones, this is one of the few airfield tracks in the world that does have character. And well, if there's an important thing that you need to have in terms of racetracks, it's just indeed character. Going straight over through to qualifying, 25 minutes, 10 minutes over through to the GT3s, followed by a 5-minute rest period, and then after that we have got the hypercars immediately afterwards. Bartels has been on a really strong form of form, so he's going to be one of the first to head out, following over behind with Bellman down behind, and a newcomer in Daniel Tam. I spawned in the middle, but no, he didn't spawn, he was just already there to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm very excited about this qualifying session. Yeah, well, what do you think who is gonna be on the top?
Good question. Bradley Cater in GT3, but I think it could be Gottschalk also.
If
In
Gottschalk is in
LM.
in the hypercars. I thought
I know. But I haven't finished yet. Gottschalk could be on the fight for the win, but it's raining. Anyways, so Crucial Blinn could win this race. I think he's pretty much motivated, as you can see. Yes, I am a Crucial Blinn glazer. Suck it.
Whoa, all right, buddy. This is absolutely exciting. Sebring plus rain. That combo, I've never seen that before. Is that rare or not?
It's actually rare in Sebring.
That's what I thought.
Well, let's have a look for the weather forecast for Sebring, and then we'll confirm for that. Temperatures right. Saturday it's raining. It's actually raining. Expected thunderstorms at 31 degrees. I know. I can't expect it. Well, that's what you get for making a racetrack in Florida.
Exactly.
So eat your heart at Daytona. Alright, we'll see over where he will ride all through, and then we're going to continue on through to the start of our first ever section now with Bartels. Done really well again during the stages of qualifying, which he's done before. Probably one of the honestly better performers actually. He's approaching over through to the second sector now. Flying over to the third. Again, a bit of a nitpick side by side there for the chicane. Nearly flat out for the chicane, just taking as much as curb as he can. Out upon exit, heading over through 16 now to Le Mans. Oliver through the Yeoman straight now onto the former runway in the Sebring International Sebring Airport now, and then it swings over just obtuse angle, coming over on the approach down to 17th, then hard braking zone down onto it, swing right back to the outside, then hog into the wall as much as you possibly can. And again, the bumps means that you have to try and wrestle with the car to keep it in the trajectory to right as you possibly can. Out from an exit onto eastward, goes for the cross the line. What can he do? A 2-1-4. Not bad.
Yeah, looks like it's pretty good. He's very consistent, and
Wow,
yeah.
there's a lot of spray right now on track currently, as Samuel Bellman goes fastest with a 12.944 with the BMW M4, and I must say that livery looks really good. But here comes Kevin Emmerich Wormstrand. I'm sorry, I can't spell it anymore. Here comes James Booth as well, going through the straight. He's warming up his tires. That's something to take in mind for the LMH drivers as well, because it's gonna be pretty colder than the ice bath, to be fair. No, actually not a nice. Oh!
Oh.
As I say that, he was skating on ice.
Yeah, that is some
Belgium up ahead?
skating going on.
Yeah, it is. So that's the oh God help me, the McLaren, I think. Oh, a bit of a
Aye.
Russell side
It's
by
a
side
Ferrari.
there. Oh, yeah, it is. My bad. The Ferrari down through to the final corner now with Belgium up ahead with Spakushkas down further down behind. Again, the spray. The absolute spray on this out from the exit. They're not quite using as much as into the walls they go. Spakushkas goes wide and will hit the cone onto the former pit exit. So that means he has to go for again. As Belgium goes for across the line, it will be a 2:21 for the Zigo Sport. I don't know what Zico Sport is, to be honest. I've never heard that name in my life as Bartos goes into the wall.
Damn, I don't think that's a thing to do, kissing the barrier. Obviously it's like ice. Yeah, that is not ideal. But
Peter's
yeah,
still not exiting out, so he's not
look at
going
the
in the
cloud.
race.
yeah, the clouds are flipping. I think it's night already. Yeah, that's already the thing, isn't it?
Yep, it is. But look at Emric Wormstrand actually improving a lot right here. I mean, now it's like at least 5/10 away from Bellman, but what can he do in the last sector? I think he could improve here, Amir, but here we go. No, never mind. He slides. He has to brake a little bit just to correct the car.
He will
Nice,
improve.
nice. He will
Never-
improve, and
yeah,
that's going to be
he does improve.
fourth.
Yeah, well, that was an absolutely amazing drive. With that slide in the end, that was smooth, is it? It was a smooth operator.
I was just about to say that, to be fair.
Yeah, my apology.
It's very good for Wormstrand, though, to be about 200s off Neil Bartels, so that's going to be an interesting fight for third as we can. Cater is not actually out for the pits, yo, so I don't know what you're on about him trying to win the qualifying session. You must take your normal pills. Belgium out from the exit now, pushing over to the final straight now, just turned the final corner, left to go for Belgium if he's going to improve anyone further. 53.2 first sector, 37.6 second sector, 2:21, so it's going to be an improvement all around, just down to the final corner left to go for the Ferrari driver. Swings around for then right on here. Looking to be pretty good. A little bit of a wiggle close to the wall, but not much that you're going to make contact for it. And we'll see if the Dutchman can improve. Across the line, it is improvement. He manages to shave off a second, but he'll still remain over at 7th. Still 8 cars in today's qualifying session, and one still is yet to make a representative lap time in the form of Booth as well. Booth and Belgi. Booth and Spakushkas, actually. So we'll see if these two can... Okay.
And that's the fuel gun for Belde. As here comes James Booth. We were having a switch there for a moment. Oh, that's a loose rear. Here comes Samuel Bellman. Does not improve his time. Here comes James Booth. Does improve, but stays in 6th right now. As here comes comes to 7th now. Linus Vasquez will be doing his lap. And yeah, currently going through sector T3 and going through the Sunset Bend. Currently, it's not Sunset Bend, it's Cloudy Bend. Very funny duo. But here he comes across the line. And will he improve? He improves to 8th.
He does.
Hey, let's go! That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, nice commentating, by the way, yo. That was absolutely amazing. Peak commentating right there. Yeah. What I can see, it's absolutely amazing with the times, with the driving, everything. Oh, absolutely. The rain makes it more challenging, isn't it?
Yeah, it does make it challenging. But yeah, Sherlock Holmes pointed it out. It makes it challenging.
Interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. Oh my god.
Oh, there goes Samuel Bellman into the time barriers right there. And here comes Stuart Brady here, as here he goes through the second sector. There's no second sector
Tower.
time. I think. Well,
Yeah,
tower.
yeah, it's invalidated for himself. So Portugal down to
Oh,
Bishop
never
now,
mind.
swings over down through to turn 15 upcoming here. And then just swings around back over to 16. Again, the Le Mans complex is notoriously challenged. I'm not talking about the Le Mans themselves. I'm at the corner Le Mans at Sebring, out from an exit now. You can just see the clouds, the rain is going to intensify, get much worse. So that means that as qualifying gets on, it's going to be much harder to improve, even though, so it's kind of a one-shot qualifying in that respect, in that way. So Brady is still going to look to prove that that was wrong anyways, even though he's yellow throughout the first 2 sectors. So I don't think there'll be any much more improvement that the Englishman can do. Again, the extreme bumpiness coming over through 17 now, not quite close to the wall, not quite utilized as much of the track as he wants, and yeah, it's not going to be an improvement from himself.
Yeah, there's
He'll
no
still,
improvement.
well, remain over at second. We'll see with warm shot improvement into the second sector, a bit wide over there, which is going to be just about fine for Warmstrand now. Can he throw the Mustang up higher? No, he cannot. It's green in the first 2 sectors, but just that yellow on the first means that he will still have to stick over through the 5th. James Booth is the last of the Mustangs to go across the line. What can he possibly do as he's approaching over through to the 1st sector?
Exactly. Well, great commentating there, Amir Oates, on James Booth, as we see Linus. Okay, never mind. We go back to James Booth, and does a bit of a tank slap there. I mean, here he comes, the hurricane right now. Well, it's pretty much a hurricane right now in Sebring. It seems like, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I can't really name a hurricane for this one. What would you name this hurricane, Amir? Well, he's doing his lap.
I'm
Amir.
good with names. This hurricane, its name is Mr. Sebring-ish. Yeah.
I would just name it Hurricane Vera. To be fair.
Yeah,
But
that's
here comes
absolutely
James
nice.
Booth. Actually, he's 1/10 away in this sector too. Never mind. We don't look at James Booth. There you go. Thank you.
LG cross
Yeah,
the line, 1, 2,
yeah,
and 2. So it brings it to the 2:21 and about 1.5 seconds off. Congratulations over to LG for managing to improve, especially when the rain got so much more worse. Wormstrand enters into the pits, will not improve any more further. Booth is going to commit over through to the final corner at Sunset Bend. We're going to see again close to the wall. What can he do? Any more improvements left for him? He's about 1/10 off from Rivera. And he does improve, but it's only nudged it down to about 300, so it means that Rivera will get 6th place and not Booth. So Kushkas is going to be the last for the GT3s to go across the line and set a valid qualifying attempt now. What can the Lithuanian do here? Through on Bradley Cater's former Lexus winning car, over through to the final corner. Again, really bumpy. Can this Kushkas do anything here on the terms here? Done really strong for the midfield, but he's currently at that bottom position. It's not looking quite good for Linus. Just through across the line though, he does improve, but again he will still stay in 8th. What a fantastic qualifying that was. Samuel Bellman takes pole position here for the GT3s, following through with Stuart Brady and Daniel Thomas. The first time that we've seen drivers for these car row make up to the top 3 here during qualifying. Fantastic.
I think half of this season currently is more about rain. Currently, the rain makes it so freaking exciting. To be fair,
You were going to swear. You were going to swear.
No, I wasn't.
Well, yeah, in my head, you know what I was thinking. I'm pretty afraid if there's a tsunami coming up soon. Well, I do think there's a tsunami coming up because of the rain, how heavy the rain is. Obviously, We are here with the hypercars, which is absolutely amazing coming out of the pits.
Why are you laughing?
Because of this hurricane, I really do think there's a tsunami coming up for sure. I mean, like, I'm out of words.
I don't know what they're
Yeah,
laughing
my
about.
apologies, guys. There's something going on. Somewhere. Yeah, here we are, just waiting in the pits. Daniel, Scott Shulk.
Gottschalk.
Yeah, whatever.
Mirror's laughing, ladies and gentlemen, because of a specific commentator making faces here. Either way, Daniel Gottschalk currently the lead of the pack in the pit grid, and
Qualifying begins underway for the hypercar class. Gottschalk is the one that's going to lead out through onto the hypercar field. Coming over through the final corner is going to be a really quick one to start for your qualifying one, as you're going to ride on board with Gottschalk to see if he will be able to muster it through down for the final corner onto Sunset Bend now, and that will be qualifying begin underway. A brief yellow flag though somewhere. But now we ride on board with the gut of the Schlacks down over through to turn 1 again. Really rainy. Out coming over through to the exit. The curbs are so thin, can't really use them as much as you possibly can through to 2. Down over through to 3 with a near 90-degree left-hander through to 4, slightly over, and then down through to 5. A near hairpin upon through the exit. Again, the curb's so thin, can't utilize as much of it through. Down over to the big bend, need to utilize as much of the dry patch as you possibly can, which in this case will be the inside, which won't have a lot of standing water. A very short straight pass over through the Mobile 1 bridge, and then a hard braking zone, approaching over through to this corner. Again, just really making sure that you can utilize as much as you possibly can. Out from exit now. Very good there from Gottschalk, as you can see. Just again, rustling with that car to make it look as straight as it possibly can. Yellow flags coming right down from behind. You can definitely see it's struggling. Pass for the DHL signage. A near hairpin upcoming. One of the slowest ones through on the corner. On for exit. Again, the track also being so thin. Not really much you can place your track around. As Gottschalk with a bit of a tack slapper upon exit. Still manages to keep it straight again as it goes over through to the furthest part onto the track in 90-degree. Swings over back over through to the second sector.
as here we go, Gottschalk going through sector. Oh my goodness! You can see this. You can see the slipperiness of the car right there as he goes wide. He goes wide into the Le Mans chicane. Now going through after the Le Mans chicane. Now going through the longest straight on the track at this point, if I am right or wrong. And yeah, it's not gonna look good for him because seems like sector 1, sector 2, they're not valid. As a brief yellow flag, there was a brief yellow flag. I wonder who is that going to be, but let's see if Gottschalk will actually get the lap completed. Well, it's Sebastian, no, Jacob Shibora is the one that's off. Gottschalk will not get that lap as Hendricks does the benchmark 205.1, beaten by Benito Luis 203.717. Wow, there's a bit of a battle. And oh no, oh, wow.
Ben Wart crosses the line and set to GT3 lap time with a 2:15. So again, he's struggling. Same with Marquez. That's just the rain getting all the more hectic. I think this is the first time we've seen hypercars do GT3-esque lap times. As Emil Arp goes on through, that will be a 2:12 for him. Dal Peterson a 2:06, who's recently become a father. Congratulations to him. Dolph Myers takes provisional pole position 2:03.6, 300ths quicker than Benito Luis further down behind.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea what exciting qualification this is. I am losing my absolutely goddamn mind. Sebastian Waters with Bow over in third. So it's two Sebastians completing over into the second row as it stands with 6 minutes and a half left to go. And the rain getting in worse. Is this the fastest we're going to see from the hypercars?
I think that it's gonna be a fastest from the hypercars currently. Yeah, I'm losing my mind as well. As look at Dolph Myers, he might be improving into the first sector. Let's see what time does he do. It doesn't seem to be doing a time. I think it's going to be crossing the line here. Yes, he's improving. 4 tenths up on his time currently. Benito Luis, you're in danger because Dolph Myers has become Michael Myers. I'm sorry for that joke, but either way, Dolph Myers currently doing his greatest lap out here with the rain conditions. What is going on now? Because there's yellow flags everywhere, and 4 tenths up for Myers. I think he's going to improve in a second. Look at Sebastian Bau actually also improving much more. Oh, and we have another fatality. It's a cone. Rest in peace, cone. Gottschalk. Wow! 2 seconds. 2 seconds! That's unbelievable from Gottschalk. I think the track is improving right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sebastian Waters, yep. It's all improving. Ward takes provisional pole for the ones that are running the 215s. They have done it. Oh my god, it's at the exact same lap time. Gottschalk will take pole position as that stands because he was the one that claimed and crossed the line first. My goodness me. It's the exact same lap time. 2:01.729 from them both. I have never seen anything like that.
Well, I've never seen anything like this as well, Amir Oates, because unbelievable. It seems like Wood currently on timing stamp, currently on pole position by 0.000, and Andrew Tygart is struggling out there. But remember, the rain makes the cars equal as yellow flags are waving and waving and waving, telling the drivers to say, slow down. Exactly, Miro Greeby. You're using the hand signs as well. As McCurdy goes wide, Roman McCurdy goes very, very wide. But he wasn't going to improve much anyways. 1.6 off of the first sector. As I need you to take a breath here. Amir Oates, your turn.
No, Miro, your turn.
Yeah, well, it is just mind blowing. Oh my. The exact same lap time that is just as rare as having a diamond in your hands. It is magical. Yeah, it is absolutely exciting so far, and it's just mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've honestly never seen anything like that, especially in Le Mans Ultimate, where it's so hard to set a exact lap time. As McCurdy, the last one of the hypercars to go across the line, 2:06 for himself, will push himself up into 12. So Taggart is really the only one struggling here, and he's only about 9 tenths faster than the highest GT3 one. Camped up here, instead of crosses the line, he'll push himself through up into 8th. Ben Wart is going to go through, hoping to go for again. Gottschalk out from exit now. He's going to start representing a flying lap, so these two definitely know that it isn't over. We're going to follow on for with Ben Wart now as he's entering over 3-2, down over 3-3 upcoming. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Wart? Is it going to be Gottschalk? Is it going to be Wart or Bau or Myers? Any one of these can actually take pole position, to be honest. I think it just determines on the traffic up ahead and if the track conditions do improve. 2.5 minutes left to go.
Gottschalk is the Wart's nightmare for Warts. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. I have to take it seriously, obviously, right now, because Ben Wart currently going for his lap, going through sector 1 now, going across this line. What is going to be? Oh, 2 tenths off of the first sector. But what does Gottschalk do? We got to see him as well on the first sector. Amir Oates, update me on the first sector. What does he do?
He's faster.
86 million.
Wart's faster.
He's faster. Ryan Ward is faster. It's not Ben Ward. It's actually Ryan Ward, last season champion. Actually, the reigning champion. That would be better to say it. Literally, exactly. And I have no vocabulary currently. But Ben Ward has done 5 tenths faster on the second sector. But what can Gottschalk do in the second sector? 61 milliseconds faster, but it's not going to be enough. As Hendricks takes provisional pole currently, as here is Ryan Ward. No way he invalidated his lap. No way. But now we focus on his brother Ben Ward, and then after that it's gonna be Daniel
corner.
Gottschalk. But look
Final
at this.
corner.
Look at this.
Final corner, are we seeing a new pole position with 60 seconds left to go on the clock now? Ben, we're going to go for across the line, a brief yellow flag onto the second side. It's not going to stop
No!
him. He will not improve. He will stay on the third. Gosh, like further down from behind. He was the one that took it by storm. Is he going to improve? No, he will not. Sebastian Waters, though, meanwhile takes provisional pole position. 201.4659, and with a hand of Lorenzo Hendricks with the 201.5, which is about 500ths of a gap between themselves.
This is not even over yet. It's not even over yet. Look
Yes,
at this.
it is.
Hendricks is actually improving.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is actually improving. But again, it just seems to be so hard to get your head around. Bao goes across the line. He'll get himself through up into the fifth in the dying stages of qualifying. Ben Wart into the pits. He will not improve anymore. But we're going to keep our eyes over to Lorenzo Hendricks again, to continue on from the high that he had with his first race win back into Lagos. Is there any more that he can possibly do? Going over through to the final corner, well, to the Le Mans complex actually. Approached over before the final corner actually. These corners are just also so confusing. They just remind me so much of each other.
It's a bit wide there. I thought he was going very slowly and going a bit wide, to be fair, rather Miros, because it seemed pretty slow under that corner. It doesn't seem that he's
Here we
gonna improve
Final
much.
corner.
But let's.
The final corner starts at 10. Oh, he gets through. He will not improve. He will not improve. He will not improve. And it's over for Hendricks. Sebastian Waters will take provisional pole position unless there's any more improvements left to go by. Ryan Ward goes across the line. He'll get himself up in the third. Ben Ward, the best he can do will be fourth still. Goshak is trying to improve by thinking he went too wide for the Le Mans complex.
Exactly, as Waters has danced in water and has taken currently pole. Never mind, look at Bao right now, Sebastian Bao. Never mind, take my words back, because Sebastian Bao is currently 8 tenths faster than Sebastian Waters right now, as it seems from the first and second sectors.
Duff Myers through the final corner. Duff Myers go. He was the first driver to take pole position when the first time this went out. Now, is he going to take the pole position out of Waters' hands? Goes across the line. He can only do second, 3 thousandths off.
Oh
And
my
Bao goes
goodness
across the
me.
line. Through the final line, Bao goes. It's still purple around. Is Bao going to take the pole position here? Yes, he
does!
Sebastian Bao takes pole position here into the absolutely incredible scenes. Sebastian Bao will take pole position.
What has happened here? It's gonna be at Sebastian 1-2 basically on the grid right now. What has happened here? Sebastian Bao takes pole position by 6 tenths, which has to be one of the greatest qualifying sessions I've ever commentated and seen. Amir Gharibi is speechless right now, as I can see from the commentary box. But an incredible qualifying right here. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn, chips, or nachos ready. It's time for Sebring.
Yeah. Is everyone ready to sweat? Because I'm already sweating. It is. Oh my god! I'm speechless. It's just different. This level is really high. It's amazing to watch. Yeah. Well, it's so fun to watch, and I'm so excited for the race. Honestly. Are you both excited?
I am extremely excited. Sebastian Bao, what a fantastic pole position that was for himself, with Waters second, Myers third, Hendricks fourth, Wart fifth and sixth, with Goshak in seventh, Benito Luis in eighth, Wagner Marquez ninth, and Kenneth Dahl Peterson down over through in 10th, and after that we've got Rowan McCurdy in 11th, with Andrew Tiger in 12th, Emil Lott 13th, and Evo Francis competes over through to the hypercars there in that one. And then we go over swiftly to the GT3s. It is actually Samuel Bellman that will take pole position for the GT3s. A phenomenal one with himself 5 tenths off from Brady in second, with Daniel Tam up in third, with Bartels fourth, Worm Wormstrad 5th, Rivera 6th, Booth 7th, Bakushkas 8th, and Badelji in 9th. And then we're going to look over through to the starting over of today's race. That will be coming over to the to row 1 through Bow Sebastians for the Bow, leading ahead for Waters. Again, 6 tenths the difference there from the first row, with Myers through on 3rd. Couldn't do much to clinch his first provisional pole position, but Hendricks will fall alongside him through to row 2. For the 3, it is a complete all row with the Warts and the Warts right ahead of Ben, with down over with Goshlag ahead of Louise for 7th and 8th respectively. Completed over through to row 5 is Vector Marquez that will hold on to 9th, with Cav Dal Peterson completes over through into the top 10 outside there. And then followed for the row 6, it is Roe McCurdy instead of ahead of just Andrew Tygart, the last for the hypercars. Then it's to the GT, well, it's Emil Arp in 13th, with Eva Francis competing over through to the hypercars in there. GT3s, it's Samuel Billman that will lead ahead of through Stuart Brady. And then outside of that, we have got the next 2, which is Daniel Tam in through 3rd, with Mihail Bartels in 4th for the GT3s. Yeah, Emmerich Wormstrad is the leading candidate for the Mustang ahead of Rivera, his also fellow Mustang compatriot down behind, with James Booth again Mustang 1, 2, 3. His following line was Linus Bakushkas through to row 11, and then after that it is Badeji is the last one to start for the GT3s.
As Amir Oates, I don't see the camera.
You can see the camera.
Wow.
It's just the wrong camera. My apologies for that, viewers.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Now we can see the cars in the track. Now it's dry, like my
Yes.
jokes. My apologies. But yeah, of course, here we go into the start. I am pretty excited and pretty nervous. What is gonna happen in this race? So hopefully the start is going to be great and no murders. Probably it's gonna happen. But hey. Warming up the tires and warming up the engine so that, yeah, of course, it can go fast. We go to Juho Soppanen. What is your honest reaction and what do you think is gonna happen in this race?
This reaction, I'm shocked. Sebastian Bau took it on the line, to be fair, to take the pole position from Sebastian Waters. But to be fair, there are the championship contenders, at least on the grid currently. Daniel Gottschalk and Lorenzo Hendricks.
There we go.
I don't see Kenzo, but Amir Oates, to you.
Wait for the green flag to drop here for Sebring. 60 minutes is going to be upon us. Sebastian's above.
Green flag.
Yes, and the green flag drops, and we're underway here. The BMW has to try and get for the inside line, but Waters is going to swing over. Hoping down for turn 1. Is Bow going to get the lead down to turn 1? No, he won't. Waters is going to one that's going to lead the way through. Out from turn 1. A bit of a wide down. Exit from Bow. Will out for
What has happened there?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness me.
Oh my god!
No, there's been a big one.
Yeah,
Involving
Marquez is out, and Luis is the one that has been dropping as well. Wart is also in the mid of the mix. He's going to be the last one out as well. But still, attention up for it, and it is Wart is leading ahead of Hendricks, who's promoted up in a second, Bow down to 3rd. And look at that dive bomb there from Gushlag, right down into the inside of Duff Myers, but Duff Myers retains on for the hairpin with a brilliant exit to defend himself to hold on to P4. Further down behind is Dal Pearson. That is leading for a car trio of Francis and Harp, just over through, holding up to 7th and 8th down behind. As you look over through to the GT3s, it is Belma leads ahead through Bartels, ahead of Wormstrad has improved up into 3rd, with Brady now under pressure from Bradley Kaner, who has not made a qualifying appearance. He's going to look for a last to first sort of challenge here, out from the exit onto the Sebring now, but he still needs to find a way to get past onto his manufactured compatriot though.
Oh my goodness me, what a start it has been. Already an insane, crazy start there, obviously. But right now it's currently Waters leading, and that's one of the Peugeots going wide. Is that Kenzo? Yep, Kenzo's gone wide. He got the corner, but manages to rejoin safely at least. And here's one of the Lamborghinis. I don't see the name actually. Oh my goodness me, there's a moment there. But currently, Waters leading. What an outstanding move he did into turn 1 as well. It was insane.
One of the cars was going wide. That would be Luis down behind us, but Luis has tries to look through, but it's unfortunately squeezed down. That will be McCurdy in the black. That was eventually damaged. Shabur tries to squeeze down the inside, and that's
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Luis into the wall, Marquez into the wall, I think, and that will be our first retirement. Shabur is our first retirement here.
Wait. One of the Peugeots doesn't have a rear spoiler right there. Can you see that? I think that's who is that? Who's that?
That's wingless. It's the
for
wingless
God's sake.
Peugeot. It's the wingless Peugeot.
I've got used to the winged Peugeot, to be fair. I thought someone actually lost the rear wing, so I'm very sorry to someone.
Schleck continuing on for his good charge of form. He's going to look for Bound now, who is starting into the front row. Seems to be struggling a lot as he again just swings over through to the second sector now. Really struggling to keep that car straight, exactly where he wants to pinpoint it. But the person down behind seems to be putting it down to an absolute T here. Down further down behind, it's Emil Arp in the Lamborghini that's leading through this car filled up, but down behind. Ahead for Andrew Taggart, Ryan Wart, he's trying his teammate that also struggled a lot. Was involved in one of the first lap incidents. We may have a look at a replay if that happens. Out of Roman McCurdy in 14th, Benito Luis in 15th, and down behind is Marquez that is languishing in 16th. And then look over there, Samuel Bellman now under pressure from Emmerich Wormstrand and also Bradley Kaner, who's trying to have a look down to the inside to break into the podium spots here, poking it over through his nose, looking for a switchback against Wormstrand and chance to deny Mustang. More podium place here. Bradley Kaner swings around through, looks over through, look around for the outside. Is going to be super close. Wormstrand still tries to retaliate as much as he possibly can over for the Le Mans complex, but it's not going to be enough. Bradley Kaner gets his Mercedes up into the top three here, Yuho and Miro.
The champion is currently up to third right now. He's going to try to chase Bellman right now, as we see the Lexus and I think that's Stuart Brady versus wait, I don't know. Wait, I can't see the cars, like the name tag.
Spakushkas.
Spakushkas is actually fighting for position here with oh my goodness me, Kevin Rivera.
I have it up.
Alright, thank you.
I have it up.
It was incredibly hard to spot the cars. Even though I've commentated for one season, I still don't know everyone's name. Here comes Roman McCurdy. Actually, he has dive bombed one of the Peugeots, the wingless Peugeots, and now he's pouncing onto Andrew Taggart as Samuel Bellman currently defending from Bradley Kater here. Yellow flag somewhere around the track, but we gotta focus on this because Samuel Bellman is currently under pressure. Oh, and that's even Fradisek going off. The BMW M Hybrid V8 has gone off to the grass right there. But look at this, Bradley Kater, reigning champion, currently going down the inside of Samuel Bellman. Risky move, but now he will go onto Bartos right here, because Bartos is currently having an alert to try to evade from Bradley Kater. And look at this, Andrew Taggart fighting. Oh no, that's it. Benito Luis spins out, and now he's at least last position. Oh my goodness me, I thought someone rejoined into him. But look at this, Kenneth Dahl Peterson fighting for position here with one of the BMWs right here. David Chickie currently trying to pounce onto Kenneth Dahl Peterson. What can Peterson do? Peterson is currently defending as much as he can right now, and they may nearly make contact. They need to go wide, but look at this, going through turn 3, 4, and then 5 right here. And as David Chickie goes down the inside, they make contact. Bump and run from David Chickie, hard racing. But look at this, they're still rubbing and racing right here. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, this is some hard racing right here. Here goes David Chickie. He's currently now up to 7th place. Kenneth Dahl Peterson down to 8th place. But really battle between those two. Might have been aggressive, but hey, rubbing is racing.
You sound like an American.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that is just hard racing right there. It's absolutely nice to see the fights out here. A lot of things has happened right now. The crashes that happen, the fights that happen. It's absolutely mind blowing. And here, as we can see, they are fighting Lorenzo and Daniel. They are fighting 4 tenths apart of each other, 5 tenths now. But yeah, everyone is just very close and fighting for positions every time and taking the slipstream from each other. And someone goes off the track. That is not ideal.
That's one of the BMWs right there. I think.
Yeah.
And look at this, Ellen Harper trying to make a move on Ryan Ward here, as I have to literally manage my voice at the same time, but screw it. Look at this battle right here. Eric Wormstrand and Stuart Brady. Stuart Brady is getting closer to Stuart Eric Wormstrand. I've had a bit of a blunder, but who cares? Because look at this, they're still battling. They're still battling. Peterson and Cheeky, and oh my goodness me, there's a yellow flag somewhere around the track, but we gotta focus on these two.
There it is.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. That's the championship leader.
Yep. It is, and he's dropped all the
Oh
way down
my
to
goodness
16th
me.
now, which is really, really not good. And usually Persian that seems to be strong all the races seems to struggle the most out of here. I say that as what's leading right now.
The water's currently taking the lead, but well, here is Daniel Gottschalk, and oh my goodness me, it's a hectic race already, ladies and gentlemen. Keep watching, because this is okay, take your turn then.
Yeah.
But
Well.
anyway, well, I'll take the turn still. But Hendricks and Gottschalk currently just trailing each other right now, as Gottschalk takes a wider line, but he tries to get faster every time. Look at this, Peterson and Cheeky, they're nearly going side by side, to be fair. Now it's Peterson's chance to make the move here, going through the straight, and then now Cheeky goes to the inside line through Sunset Bend right now. What can Peterson do as he goes round the other side? That's not going to work because Cheeky closes the door, but he tries to do a switchback, but it was too late. It was too late for Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a battle you should be watching. Keep watching this race.
I mean, I've never seen in all my time of commentating Phoenix Esports a start as intense as this. It's almost like there's a bit of restraint from the rain qualifying, and the gloves are off when it's dry now. Ooh, a bit too deep on the exit from Taggart now. Is that going to allow him to put under pressure from Evo? And that might allow him to be put under pressure from Makiev down behind in this battle for position. I will have a look over through to each of them now, and get to next as well, just to again intensify for how intense this is. 15 cars for the hypercars. Oh my goodness me, gosh, like onto the move now, onto Lorenzo Hendricks. Lorenzo goes way too deep, and Sebastian Bozo's a good able play from this as he gets himself up into the podium spots now. Look at this, it is a disaster for Lorenzo, under immense pressure from Goshlik. It's ended in tears. Goshlik goes sideways, he almost drifts, but still keeps it on track, and he holds on to P2 still. But do you think for much longer?
How much longer can you take this, Sebastian Bau? As Hendricks has literally blundered it into one of the turns right there. But Daniel Gottschalk has benefited and got himself up to second place currently. And look at this, Sebastian Bau trying to make the move, but can he do it? Can he do it? No, he can't. He's still... Wow. Wow. Way too close to the wall right there. Actually... What are we seeing, ladies and gentlemen?
Goshlik goes
Oh my
sideways
goodness.
onto one. He has to defend it from his life now. Gets Bao down to turn 3. That they'll go. Bao will have the inside line. Goshlik is trying to hold on for his dear life. And
Hendricks!
They both make contact. Hendricks is about to reclaim one position, baby. But Goshlik still fends him off, though. But Bao gets himself back up in second place. Goshlik loses one position.
3-way battle? No, 5-way battle. Cause look at this. These two are joining the battle here. Myers and Ward currently joining the battle here for the podium places, as Bartels has to make way for them. And oh my goodness me, it's gonna be a hectic race right here, Mirror Gravy, because this is currently something that we might be losing our breath for, but it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 5-way battle. It's absolutely amazing to see and unbelievable too. It is so crazy. Everything is going on at the same time, just like that. First two-way battle, then 3, and then instantly 5-way battle. That is absolutely amazing. Here, as we can see, they are flipping close to each other, which is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, of course. Oh, Ben is going into the pits. Well, what's wrong with his car?
Too early.
Tiger's
Andrew
going to the
Zagor
pits
goes
too.
in the pits. Jinx, you're a bit coke.
It's interesting because usually we see it's a different ward this time, so I wonder if they try and think the overcut might be the best way to go for here. We see Tiger either go to one extreme or another, and this one's going to be hitting as early as he possibly can, though. All from an exit, though, is that contact we've seen. A bit of screech onto the tires, though, going sideways between Frantics and Harp upon an exit. That will allow for Frantics to be just ahead of Harp, but Harp with the slipstream down in turn 1, he's going to look for it. If he is, he's going to push the Lamborghini in, but he's going to look against it as he lets go of the gas on exit now, and that's going to allow for Marquette onto a chance to get play for pressure turn, but again, just not close enough to make the move. As we can see, those waters upon exit is amidst on a GT3 car train right here. This will be between Wormstrand and Bellman. And you can just see that the way. Oh goodness me! A bit of contact there between Bellman and the Waters, and Bound again. Yeah, the good thing about the GT3s is that it can either give you a chance to bring yourself back up into contention or not. And Bound's going to realize that he's going to be under pressure. Goshlek even more so because of the GT3s. And from an exit, using it for the curb. Goshlek down from behind. He's going to push it back up into the second place. He might be able to look for it now. As look at this. This is going to be Bradley Cater in the midst of this mobile chicane. Almost, that's not actually, that's Bellman, I believe, or it is Bellman, or from an exit now to the penultimate corner, just down 17 left to go, and Goshlak have been separated just ever so slightly, as you can see from the design behind. Also Lorenzo Hendricks just jumping out of the podium even more on his fight now, as you can see there.
Goshlak.
Yeah,
he's getting held up by Bartels here. Sorry to got in there, Amir, but still, I'm looking forward to what will happen for second place right here. Emil Orper currently under pressure from Wagner Marquez here. Marquez is trying to oh, look at the bumpiness of that Lamborghini right there. The SC63 will not like that as they go close to the wall after this sunset bend, and now go through the start finish right. Look at this. Marcus tries to look for a move that's too far away. Whoa, he's really close to the inside wall. Yeah, they're gonna go side by side here, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, no, it looks side by side, but it doesn't. But look at this. Frantic joins the battle between Arpe Marquez. And what is going on? I don't know. But this is gonna be an absolute barnstorm of a race right here. As wow, I have no idea what's going on right now, as Kenneth Dahl Peterson has lapped one of the GT3s as Marcus. Whoa, that's Frantic nearly losing it. Oh my goodness me, this is already action-packed in the first few laps. Now it's gone up to the first 10 laps at least of this race, as Bradley Caters now takes the lead. As whoa, what's happened to Peterson for a moment? I thought he had stood for a moment.
Peterson dropped, and also a change of the leaders. Bradley Cater's taking the lead after making an overtake on Tabaros a few laps ago. But again, the battle between Bellman and Wormstrand is still going to go on forth here. As you can see, Andrew Tiger is placing himself in the midst of this battle here, and that's pushed Bellman into relatively safe for the time being. You can see McCurdy joining along with this fight against Swart. My apologies. Mira, what do you think of this race thus far?
Yeah, it's absolutely exciting. Everything is happening at the same time. I am mind blown, and I can't even think anymore, and speak anymore too. My breath is out. Oh, and here we go into this fight, but it's nothing. Nothing is happening at the moment. But the slipstream looks very medium, not too strong, not too weak. It is just good, but yeah, obviously it is magical. It is absolutely amazing to see these fights. But yeah, oh, the sliding, oh, making a mistake, oh, slides again. That is not good. Losing time, oh yeah, that is a lot of time lost. But yeah, it's very bumpy as we can see, and very close racing and hard racing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. An incredible fight that we're witnessing here live on Phoenix in Sports Twitch channel. Press the red button if you want to see. Jinx. No, jokes. Yep. That was a funny joke. McCurdy applying pressure onto the former championship, or the reigning championship in Ryan Wart. In Ryan Wart doing very well for 8th. Got someone in the comments saying that accidentally hit the call button on Kenneth's Discord. That's why he made a mistake. That's fair enough. What an amazing game. I started with the Ferrari 499p setup. I drove the set Peugeot. Got an extreme understeering card, the exact opposite of my driving style, which is ironic because that's actually my favorite driving style, actually, when you think about it, because I am that boring of a person. Ryan will apply for the pressure onto McCurdy. McCurdy swings looking around for the final corner, a bit too wide, but unable to make a move there or to make it stick. Meanwhile, further on behind, Arp under pressure from Marquez, going over through to the final corner now as McCurdy tries to swing around down to the inside line. And this contact there from Harp, and Harp is going to affect with the speed and maybe even suspension damage, maybe. And this is going to be a golden opportunity for Marquez to push himself up into the top 10 now. He's going to commit to it down to the inside of turn 1. Harper's going to try
side by side.
There's nothing he's going to do. Down for turn 2. Bit of a lockup.
Around the inside.
3. Just not enough. Marquez got himself up into the top 10. Fantastic performance that we're seeing here. Running down behind Bellman and Wormshine in battle for P3. A bit much onto the grass. Wormshine will go, but a chance to get the Mustang up into the P3. A golden opportunity here for the American manufacturer as they go side, coming over for 3. 5 down over 4. Swings down over 3 to 5, but no moves to be made just yet. As you can see, further down behind, Stu Brady isn't going to be able to join for this fight for P3 if these two continue on to battle log as they approach over down to the first sector that they will go now. Here we go, Wormshot, Bellman, Wormshot. Here we go, Bellman is going to be under pressure for Wormshot. Wormshot's going to commit over down to the hairpin upcoming now. It's going to be a switchback move that Bellman's going to try to look, but it won't be much to any avail. Wormshot gets himself up into the top 3.
Wow! Wow! That Eminem, is that you? Holy! You're ripping out there. That's absolutely amazing. Oh, hey, oh no! That is not good for the GT3 out there. Oh, getting murdered just by just like that. That is not good for the American manufacturer. But yeah. That was nice wrapping out there, and it's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I can't even talk no more. And McLaren goes into around the inside, which is absolutely amazing. And
for P3, Bellman has been under pressure from Wormshot for this race, and I think that was Bellman that needed to the. No, he's not. He's staying out. I think that was Brady that was suffering a lot coming from the chicane for some reason, because the gap has managed to close up to about half a second. Previously then before the Le Mans complex until now. Wormshot in a chance to bolster up himself up even further. Will have to make a move onto Daniel Tam up into for P8. Here we go. Is he going to make the move? Going to make the move. He surely should be able to make the move. Very close enough. And he's going to commit to it down over to Sunset Bend. Dam is not going to cut him off though.
It's almost contact.
Cannot commit to him. Wormshot cannot commit to it just yet as Tam manages to defend very well out from an exit. And they will both be able to maybe have another go for it once again. Out from an exit now. using the slipstream now. Wormshot again, another chance to get himself into the P8 now. Looking down to the inside now against Tam. Into the inside, it will work. It'll try to work up against the McLaren. The McLaren goes a bit wide. He's going to try and hold it in as much as he possibly can. Andrew Tagout makes his way overtake and will deny Tam a chance to make an attack back through over to turn 3 as Wormshot recuperates and gets himself back up over into the top, into P8 now for the time being. Further down behind, McCurdy has managed to make the overtake onto Ryan Ward for P8. Emil Arpa made the overtake onto Benito Luis. No, he still managed to defend from Luis for P11. Frantic still ahead of 13th, ahead of Wart in 14th. Still 2 retirements with Kenza Khrushchev, then Jakob Shabor. 38 minutes left to go. What a race.
What a race it has been already, Eminem. Right here. Oh no! That's Frantic off right there on the grass. And yeah, he's gonna drop down from 13th to 14th. As everything seems to be now pretty much balanced. Whoa, there's a bit of a lockup somewhere. As a yellow flag. It could be in the last sector, actually.
I think it might be. I'm not quite sure who it is. It's not BLG. Spakushkas now against. Oh my goodness, we were very side by side for the Le Mans complex.
Oh my
Spakushkas,
goodness.
what an overtake. Coming over through to the final corner before the complex actually. What a move that was for Spakushkas to get the Lithuanian driver's Lexus into P6 with Rivera down in 7th and Wormstrad further down behind in 8th. He will be taking that Tam with him. McCurdy and Wart will go for a battle once again as there is Peterson making an overtake right round past Goshnak. Goshnak has dropped down significantly much. He's down all the way to 7th.
Oh my goodness me. What's happened to Gottschalk? What's happened to Gottschalk?
I want to replay it, but the thing is we have so many replays. Ooh, goodness
Whoa, whoa!
Is he crabbing? Are you?
Ooh, what a nice drift.
Oh my goodness me, he's
Oh
crabbing. I
my.
think
That's
this
a
is
crab
not
and a
good for
half.
Gottschalk.
That is a crab and a half, and he's got no choice but to stay out until the pit stops happen if he wants to try and retain it. But he dropped down such a lot, all the way down into 7th. But it must have happened so suddenly. Yeah, into the pits he will go.
Into the pits comes Daniel Gottschalk. It might be a long repair, but unfortunately he has to repair because cramping on the hands as well, because you're holding the wheel sideways basically, as we actually do get a replay for the first time in a while, because Le Mans Ultimate might have fixed it, and it doesn't seem like it's actually fixed it because it's become an epilepsy event. Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Here we go, and finally we can see. Oh my God, the voice crack and the Italian accent. Okay, my apologies, guys. But yeah,
So
here
he's
we are.
lost it in the first sector.
He's
First
DNF'd.
corner. Yeah, he's DNF'd. Look at this. Here he comes. Whoa! No! Oh, that's gone with the rear. Oh my goodness me.
He was already down in 5th when this happened, so he was leading for the. So he's already like suffered a bit.
Yeah,
That
I wonder
is-
what's happened. To be fair, I think it's got to be something with this. From the joys of Spa to the heartbreaks of Sebring, and no, lap 10 he lost it, and there it goes. Just did not get it right. Unfortunately, Kenzo has retired as well. That means Hendricks is currently the championship leader right now, as Kenzo had lag for a moment, but somewhere must have happened. Something happened to Kenzo. Oh no, going through that corner, and yeah, he's gonna slap the wall. Yeah, it's still a pretty sizable hit. He calls it a day. Jacob Shibora DNFs from the race as well after this big crash. Just look at this. Oh my goodness
Oh
me!
my God.
That is a sizable crash right there. That's just a pretty violent crash. That actually blew off the engine as well. It seems like, as we got to see the replay between Bartels and Decatur. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we will.
Oh. we will see it's been a few laps, several laps since Bartos has lost the position to Bradley Cater. And wow, overall this race has been a pretty much of excitement fest, adrenaline fest. To be fair,
Evo's
Yeah.
in
as
the pits now. So we're waiting. He's gonna have a scheduled pit stop. Don't see any retirements yet on my board yet. And simple overtake down into the hairpin. Okay. Okay. I think we did. I'm not sure if we did. We might have already seen it. I think I could have been wrong. And I am.
I don't think I remember we didn't see it. As there goes Francis again a bit.
my goodness
McCurdy! Be careful with that because Benito Luis was coming through. Oh my goodness me, that gave me a heart attack right there.
McCurdy was in the battle with Wart, I believe, so he's dropped all the way down to 11th. Do we need a replay for that, or are we good? Are we good, chat?
We're all good.
Yeah.
Chat. Send a comment if you want to see the replay as McCurdy goes into the pits.
I think McCurdy has damaged the car. Let's see from the
Give us some more
helmet cam if we
GT3
can.
action. Yes, of course you may. Let's have a look at Rivera exiting out for the pits. Oh my god, Maxio's retired as well.
Balde has retired off the race. Oh no, this is not good for the man who's had pretty much pace, to be fair. But it has gone all wrong. Let's see what happened to Maxim Balde.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that's McCurdy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that is a pretty... Oh, and there goes Benito Luis. First spin. Oh, Balde, yep, into the wall.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Called
never
it
mind.
quits. Just simply called it
Just
quits.
called it quit.
So that was where McCurdy spun. Oh god, do you see his front?
It looks pretty much damaged, or is that delivery becoming a bit of a... How do I say it? Like a paper ball, just formed back into paper. Like rustled. Somehow it looks damaged. But what happened to McCurdy, if I may suppose to know? I think it's been like that for a few laps, to be fair. The front bumper. As we see... Oh! Whoa!
Okay, we found our answer.
Going back to the future and coming back from the future to the wall.
This was a lag and a half. Watch this.
Yo, bro believed he could fly. Yeah, honestly, he fly. To be honest, I think that is a flying lap. That was just a flying lap, the fastest lap of all time.
I must go. My country needs me. See ya. It's funny when you think about it, because if he is actually British, then it's mechanically correct, because he's trying to swim to the Atlantic, and the Atlantic's on the east side.
And there goes Benito Luis as
Yeah,
well.
that was Louise going wide.
As Miro Grievy has been indulged with laughing gas all of a sudden.
Wow, that's some nice flying over there. Then against the wall. That was some. Oh my god. That's the meme of the day, that's for sure. I can't even believe that I saw a hypercar fly like that, going around like in the sideways into the left and then just rotating on the grass. That is absolutely amazing. But
between-
yeah, here we are with the GT3s here, the BMW and the Mercedes. They are very, very close. It looks like they are teammates, aren't they? Because of the colors.
I wouldn't know. Maybe
No.
they're cosplayers. Oh, and a
Oh!
Brady has
That's Stuart Brady into the barriers.
Yeah, well, that's a nice timing over there. Well,
Alligator in the pits. The alligator is in the pits. Wait.
He's not retiring. No, he's not retiring. That's just poor
Oh.
camera work. See? He's not retiring. You thought.
I've been fooled. I've been fooled.
You've been fooled by the Le Mans of the Ultimates.
Damn, yo, that's some rhyming out there, man. Eminem, I know you are the best rapper of all time, but yeah, hey, chill out. As we are watching the Ford Mustang, of course the V8 big ass big engine. Yeah, so he's gonna be overtaken by the Lamborghini over there, which is absolutely amazing story. Yeah, I mean, sorry. Yeah, but I'm out of words.
Okay,
Excuse me for that language.
let's
Apologies.
read over for the comments. No swearing in at this server, please. Claire Gallagher says, remember to press the red button right now to get multi-view of the onboard. Be Sky Sports Now, Sky Q, and Sky Glass. Laughing emoji. And also, can we have more GT3 action? Well, that's why I sent you Kevin Rivera in the pits. And have James Booth in the pits while you're at it. Lorenzo on top.
James Booth.
Lorenzo on top, that's what... Wait, Lorenzo's on top.
Wait, what?
Yo, this is absolutely great show, honestly.
Maxim said, my force feedback died 5 minutes in. I tried to drive by, can't do it like that. Honestly, Maxim, the funny thing is, when I first started racing, I never had force feedback. Speaking of which, whoops. Hello, Ward.
I'm sorry to Ward. No offense. It's just the camera man being the cameraman.
We need to stop meeting like this, Ward.
Well, remember the time in Spa that
said, we're missing a lot of action right now. Can we look at the hypercar top? And then someone said, yeah, okay, fair enough. Hypercar on top, bow and watchers is slowly closing in. And don't watch us going for the GT3, so apologies for that. Fortunate viewers, but we should be now back over in full action. We did have to look for the replays to see all the stuff that has happened, so yes. And Gallagher says 4 hashtags, which 4 asterisks, well, I guess what it means is they're rated this stream 4 stars. Thank you very much. Really means the world to us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Thank
3
you so
stars.
much.
3 stars actually.
Wow.
That's 4.
That
Oh yeah, fair enough.
fan. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, you were talking about the force feedback, right? Yeah, I understood something else like voice feedback instead of force feedback. I was thinking like, whoa, wait, are you talking about voice feedback? So your voice wasn't feedbacking, or what?
Voice feedback.
No, I meant like, when I first started racing, I found the feedback to be stupid. I was
Stupid.
I was
Yeah.
a misunderstood teenager back in my heyday, so gives
Psycho.
me a bit of a crash.
Oh, sandwich.
Ball goes over! Ball goes over! I will hit the wall! He will hit the wall! That was a contention for the lead. That was Bao's best chance, and has lost it underneath his fingertips. And Bao will remain uncontested now, as the next car ahead will be 5 seconds between himself and Lorenzo. Lorenzo that made a mistake in the early stages finds himself back into contention for the race win now, but it's heartbreak for Bao.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh my PC. I don't think my PC is handling this chaotic race, but luckily it's still alive. So yeah, and so am I. I'm out of breath, and my mind isn't working anymore. Yeah.
I have Bao was trying to do a move on waters, but the thing is, there was a G3. He misjudged the braking there, as we actually get a replay as well of that incident as well. Oh, it's heartbreak for Bao, going from pole now down to third right now and out of contention for the win.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
absolutely
that is just
heartbreaking.
unfortunate for Sebastian Bao. I really feel for him. I mean, sure, he had the ambition. He would have made a great move, but
Wow. What is this replay? This replay is absolutely amazing. This, wow, this is exciting. Oh, here you go. Finally. As we
alright,
can
so
see, so yeah, it was driving okay first, and then missing the breaking points with the GT3. Yeah, there's nothing he could do, honestly. Yeah, he just wanted to go for the move. I totally understand that, but yeah, unfortunately, that just
yeah,
happened.
look at the exit as well, and then here we go. No, he used the brake too much right there. He used the brake pedal too much. If he had just gone wide, that would have been actually fine, because then he would be staying in second. But Jesus, that's heartbreak for Bao. I mean, there's 21 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Anything can happen here, but I doubt if Bao is pretty much down on the gap right now, it's not going to be an easy comeback for him. It could be possible, but it's near impossible, actually.
Yeah, it's it 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 is something that just happens, you know. But yeah, Emir Oates. What do you think of this race so far?
He's speechless.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I don't think I can commentate anymore because this is absolutely mind-blowing. Yo, are you still alive or what?
I don't think he is pretty much alive currently, but as we are on board with the G3 leader, Samuel Bellman, currently yet to make a stop, it seems like, and he's currently doing pretty good, going through Sunset Bend, as here comes one of the LMHs, as let's have a look, who is that? That's one of the Miller Pilota cars. I think that's Andrew Taggart and Benito Luis going through. And yeah, it's looked pretty good for Samuel Bellman. Maybe lost the lead at the start, but he's gonna back up to the lead.
Yeah. Samuel is just chilling in the lead, of course. That's what the leader does, just chilling in front.
Sorry. My bad. Yeah, I was honestly kind of speechless from what happened, and I needed to consume a lot of water. I have replenished the Atlantic Ocean supply for how much water I drank, literally, because I was I was honestly so
Water.
surprised what has just happened.
Hey, look at that! Waters!
I know. Fantastic, I know. Fantastic there for myself. Indeed. Yeah, so let's have a look over for the comments. We had someone saying yes. So I think we're expecting maybe Waters and Hendricks to carry through to an old Peugeot 1-2 as it stands. Down to behind, we've got Tiger and Louise, the closest battle on track. Closest battle on track for P10. Louise just ever so slightly on the edge of P10. We'll have to make a move to Sunset Bend if he ever wants to make a move and stick. But it's going to be really hard to make an overtake against the Irishman of Tiger. He has struggled a lot during qualifying session, but he seems to have really founded his target of P10 here. Down over through to turn 1 they'll go, and it's looking okay. No moves just yet, but we'll see. Down over through to turn 3, swings back over through to 4, and then a longer corner up ahead through to 5. Out from the exit now they go. Through on a 6, and then down to the straight. No positions yet to be made. Further down behind, Cater's making a move onto Bartels now. This is going to be for the provisional lead as Bartels managed to make an overtake him based on pit strategy now. He's going to be 3 away now. And look at this, continue the battle with Cater as Cater went way too wide for the Sunset Bend. Means that he cannot make the move, possibly stick on exit yet. Bartels holds on down to the middle of the line and Cater will have a chance to either go for the outside or the inside. He's going to look for the outside line and into turn 1, which is quite unusual, but it's definitely possible, especially for Cater's abilities. He's going to try and look for it, but it won't actually work. Over down for turn 1, swings over for 2, down onto the inside for 3. He can maybe look, but he's too far away. Bartels will still hold on to the lead for now. No, he won't. Down into the inside, over through to 4 in a surprise move, and they will both come side by side on the exit through to 6. And Bartels will still just about barely hold on to the lead, but Cater is not done yet. Cater is not done yet. He's gonna have a look through, swings up for the outside through one of the most difficult overtaking opportunities on this one. He's going to try and make it work onto the grassy well, but he makes it work. That's an incredible move.
What?
Tactics go slow.
Wait, we gotta see who's gonna come out in front. Look at this, Bartels and Cater still battling, but Bartels has to back out, and Cater will take the virtual net lead of this race currently. It seems like, but what a move from Cater. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, totally agree with that. It's a mind-blowing overtake around the outside, which is absolutely amazing to see. It is very unbelievable, and yeah, it's really nice to see that overtake. Yeah, that makes me happy, honestly. And here we are with the hypercars now. Overtaking the GT3s very close behind each other to yeah, here we are with Daniel and here with Michelle or Michael or something. Michelle, yeah. My apologies. I'm just very tired, especially watching this race. Holy moly, what happened there in front? They are fighting.
It's the LMH lapping the GT3. It's Emil Arper and Bradley Cater.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
He's caught onto the
someone on the
corner.
grass.
He's lost it a little bit, but he will rejoin on track down into 7th. Oh my god, what a perfectly... We have a lot of perfectly cut moments here at Sebring, so thank you very much to Sebring. I have misjudged you. You're now my favorite airfield track of all time, excluding Silverstone and excluding, what's the other one? Zeltwig and Zolder and... What's the other ones? I forgot. Tempelhof. Salzburg's not an airfield track. No, it's not.
Oh wait.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm not taking Salzburg ring.
Oh, you said airfield tracks, for God's sake.
Spokojkas
Man,
in,
that's
Bellman in,
crazy.
and Daniel Tannen. So these are the last of the pit runners. I believe, with the number of scheduled pit stops, again, requirement for one at least. Warmstein is still the only one yet to have pit into the Ford Mustangs, as Daniel Tam's pit crew says, no, back there, boy. Spokojkas will exit out through with, no, he won't exit out through. Bellman will exit out through, followed by Brady down behind, and Tam next. Out of there, and Warpshow will still on to the lead. Bradley Cater does indeed jump up into the lead, but it's Bellman that will be just misses out over to Bartels, but chance for Bellman to have a chance to close out through, at least in the late stages of the race now, as Emil Arp also goes in as well. Daniel Tan and Push Bugushkash both exit out through. That will be Cameron Rivera making for the jump, and he will get himself up into P6. As Emil Arbro exits out onto the pits, the man that was struggling so much onto the bumps, literally airbud. That will be Luis and Tiger going on through. This will going to be for 9 and 10 now for these two. Hart will miss out onto the top 10 for his struggles, and Ryan Ward almost has a look over through Sunset Bend for the final corner. But Harp, I don't think his tires are up to temperature, so that means that Ward has a good chance to get P11 here out from an exit now. Harp does not bounce into the wall this time round, as Hendricks, Bow, and Myers all go in. This is going to be for the lead of the race, as Myers enters in through, back over to through the 5th. Won't hold up Hendricks or Bow at least, and that will allow for Patterson to take the lead, as Cheeky will go in. So we don't see a lot of hypercars heading to the pits, but now we're going to see it now in the late stages of the race. With the graphics updated, Marquez and Patterson, last ones left to pit now. Myers stays in, Bow's going to be the first one to leave, followed by Hendricks down behind. 12 minutes left to go. David Cheeky and Myers in, and that will be Ben Wart going his way through, and will jump Lorenzo. So that means Ben Wart, having been the early of the pit stoppers, benefits hugely from this.
Oh my goodness me.
That's McCurdy down behind, who's a lap down, so won't be much to keep in mind, but there is still going to be a big play for Lorenzo, who's been jumped by Ben, who has been the first of the pit stoppers in the hypercars, and has paid off massively. In fact, both him and Tucker have been gaining places since pitting earlier.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, sorry. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very intense, and yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Yeho?
At the moment, Dal Peterson has taken the lead right now with, he has now 0 stops. 0 stops. And I can't see the gaps, because I would love to see the gaps currently between the top 10 right now, if that's fine.
That's fine.
Yep. Currently, it's going to be Waters taking the net lead at the moment. Dal Peterson goes into the pits, and it looked like he was actually going to slide.
Ben will take the net lead as it stands, but Wart is applying the pressure though. 6/10 off. This is your chance to have fight for the race lead on the last stages, and an unlikelihood of Wart propels himself into contention. Is that Hendricks going into the pits again? No, well, that will be Wagner Marquez into the pits. So again, Wart now sees himself a chance to get a race win. Will have to apply the pressure onto Bauer as much as he possibly can. Going over to the Sunset Bend, looks over down to the inside line. As I think Bauer's gone way too deep, down into the inside line. A new race leader at hand. It will be.
Whoa! It was so close.
Ben Wart leads. Sebastian Bowes so close to the wall, had to break it. Unfortunately, that means he'll lose out 7/10 between himself and Wart now, because of the evade it actually has to do with Lorenzo Hendricks over down in 3rd. Dolph Myers will jump Waters. So Waters, that was in the lead, has been costed dearly from this, Hugo and Miro.
Yeah, it just seems very unlikely that the Waters might take this win, but look at this, he's trying to put the pressure on Myers. Myers is going to have to make a heroic defense right here. Eat your heart out, Kevin Estre, because here comes Dov Myers making the making the ultimate defense right now. As Waters is looking everywhere to make a move. As look at this, Ryan Ward is trying to make a move on Benito Luis. As there's a GT3 of Michel Bartels in the way. But look at this, Dove Myers still side by side with Waters. Still, there's contact between these two. Look at this, Dove Myers breaks the latest. But can Waters break the latest? He can, and he's gonna get fourth place.
Well, that was so close.
This is so close. Sorry for interrupting
It's okay.
there, Emir. But yeah, it's absolutely close racing here. As you can see, they are going to fight here, very, very close to each other. Is he gonna go around the inside? No, he's going to switch around the outside. Is he going to make it? No. Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, contact. Oh, and this chicane, it's very hard to make an overtake, and he's in front. They are still fighting, and yes, they are
we
still
missed
side by
something
side.
here. We missed something here. Oh wait, never mind.
No,
we didn't.
no,
We didn't
absolutely
miss
not.
anything just yet. Look at that, swings right down, very deep, but makes it stick. Ryan Ward up into the top 10, following along with his teammate Andrew Tiger, who's just a couple of I was going to say laps, but a few seconds up ahead with the position. Looking over further down behind, it's between James Booth and Daniel Tam in position for the last place here in the GT3. Is a chance for Tam and Booth to recuperate anything, a chance for Mustang to get one sweet filter. Something because none of them are actually yet in the podium. Wormshire is the one that's closest, but he's still just languishing ever so slightly. Wart is pulling away from Bal, though, I must say. So a very, very good chance we see Wart take his first win in the hypercar class, I think.
Yep. Ward currently leading, and it's a different Ward actually leading right now in the hypercar class. It's Ben Ward, not Ryan Ward, Ben Ward. Just remember that, because now it's going to be another one of the Wards winning this race currently. But 7 minutes left.
Very, very funny. Sorry for interrupting.
I wasn't making a joke.
I know you weren't. I know you weren't.
You were gaslighting me again.
I'm
since
sorry.
PwC.
I am sorry, Yuho. Andrew Tucker and Brian Ward in a position. This is going to be for teammate supremacy. Who's going to come up on top, the Englishman or the Irishman? Very, very hard to see, but anything can really happen. Ooh, Tiger just a bit on the grass, nearly all four wheels onto it. Really defending his position for his life, but Ryan Ward a chance to follow in his brother's footsteps to make a move and an overtake in the dying stage of the race. Look at this, he's going to Tiger has left it wide open through contact. Swart goes round. Swart goes round, and he will lose it on the top 10 as Luis will go through up into P10 and Arp will also go past. So Wart will drop all the way down to 12. Unfortunate there. Bellman and Wormshire meanwhile have caught up amongst each other, and it's going to be a chance for P3 with 6 minutes left to go. Down over through to the hairpin where we just seen action happen in the final few minutes of the race. A chance to see even more here. Going over through to the second sector now. We're going to see if Bellman and Wormshot will be able to exchange a bit of on-track blows before any positions changes can really be cemented here. Bellman is on a chance to record a very, very promising podium place once again in his Phoenix Sports career. And Wormshot a chance to bring Mustang home glory with the podium here. Over through to the Le Mans complex that they will go through here. Down over through to the left hand side, further over to the penultimate corner, over down into the back straight now, onto the runway now. It's going to be Wormstrand using for the slipstream onto Bellman. Surely is there any moves to be made yet, you? Is there any moves to be made yet? Is there any moves to be made yet here? He's too far away. It's not going to be quite close enough as much as Wormstrand would like it to be. Down over through to the final corner now. You'll still have about a lap and a so left to make the move through to the final corner on Sunset. And he's going to try and look down for the inside line. Not going to be quite working out, but a better exit though for Wormstrand means that you'll have to use for the slipstream now. Side
Here
by
he
side
comes.
action between Bellman and Wormstrand here, and they both bang wheels, maybe once, maybe twice. Wormstrand tries to look over to the outside over turn one. My goodness me, he's hogging it on through, and it's still going to be going side by side over 1, 2. They bang wheels.
The back wheels again. Look at this, bumper to bumper every time, and also door to door, basically. But Bellman still keeps the position, but Wormstrand gets the better exit out of the corner. What can he do? Now he has to lap one of the Ferraris right there. I think that's Bartels. But look at this.
Bartels drops off
Bartels.
indeed. Yeah, you're saying that. And Warp Shreds a chance to get up into the P2. Down into the inside further here, but they'll go. And surely Bellman has to try and hold it on through with his dying precious. And Bartels down from behind. He can't do much to claw on through. He made a mistake somewhere. And he's dropped all the way from second down to fourth. So chance for P2 here. Warp Shed down into the inside. If with the BMW, going to make it work. It's going to make it work. Is he going to make it work? Buffet contact.
Oh my
Buffet contact. Warp Shed goes off. Warp Shed goes off. And he will miss out on the podium place for Mustang. And dying consequences here with under 5 minutes left to go. It's heartbreak for Emmerich. And Samuel Bellman gets up into second place. I cannot believe in you, Ho. My throat is absolutely good.
I can't believe it as well because that Bartels is keeping the position right now. Keeping the position. And look at this. Now it's between Benito Luis and Andrew Taggart here. What is going on here? Well, the dying stages of the race, ladies and gentlemen. We still have action. Waters up to third also still. And Dolph Myers actually has dropped down to fifth in the consequences of something.
As my sister famously messaged me, your poor voice man indeed, and what a voice I've lost for a battle like this with 3 minutes left to go. Everyone is probably worried about my vocal health. I am absolutely cooked, chat. Type F in the chat. But a chance for one last overtake in mind between Luis and Taggart here. Taggart, a very good chance to take unlikely P9 after what's been a phenomenal strategy from the Irishman that seemed to have suffered a lot during qualifying. A chance to recuperate something here, but the Angolian seems to be too far ahead. David Cheeky way too wide on exit through for the final corner. Won't allow for McCaff to go side by side, but McCaff will defend. Surely no, Cheeky does actually make the move, and no, he won't be able to. McCaff's trying to look over through, down over to turn 1 with the slipstream. So coming over through to turn 1, 3 to 2, through turn 3, a bit of a lock up there from Cheeky. Allows for McCaff to swing on by, but he can't do it, not so quite enough. It will still be a bit too far off for there for their liking. Kevin Rivera meanwhile makes an overtake onto Emmerich Wormshot to be the superior Mustang, and that will allow the best that Mustang can do, unfortunately, will only be fifth here in their home soil. Wagner, Kevin, David Cheeky still a chance. Cheeky goes a bit too wide, but not enough of McCaff to make the move just yet. But still, Cheeky doing absolutely phenomenal to defend P7 here with the minute and 45 left to go. And it's absolutely great heartbreaking here to see some positions lost and gained here in dire chances here, in dire consequences. 90 seconds left to go here, Yuho and Miro.
Oh my goodness me, it has been a great battle. David Cheeky has locked up his wheels and has gone wide. But look at this, here comes Wagner Marquez here. And I think he's gonna try to make a move down the side. Oh, here's contact, and Wagner Marquez is off. David Cheeky is now safe. And it's a yellow flag.
Yeah, Marquez has dropped off. He's lost out on the position to 7th. And that
I
will be the worst he'll ever get to.
I mentioned it.
Bradley Keener has still the chance to record his second GT3 win. But Bellman and Bartels, meanwhile, were almost just about within an overtaking opportunity with under a minute left to go. Andrew Tucker has now slipped back over into the position for 10th now, as Ryan Ward a chance to make one last move to surely make a move stick onto his team right now. Through to the Le Mans complex they go. Taggart goes a bit too deep upon for an exit through to the ultimate corner. They'll go right out onto exit. Ryan Ward using for the Simpson as much as he possibly can to try and make an overtake onto his fellow teammate over here onto the Ferrari driver. Here we go between Taggart and Wart. Taggart and Wart through the final corner. They'll go under 30 seconds left to go. I think it'll be the most chance that we'll see a battle out here. Bellman and Bartels far too far away means that it will not be enough, quite close enough yet. 10 seconds left to go here, and that means Taggart and Wart will have one last more lap, and Bellman and Bartels is slowly catching up. I do not think it will ever be enough. The timer has ticked down over to 1 second. The timer is done as Ben Ward is going to go over into the Le Mans complex. We'll catch up on him in just a few moments now. The tension still between Taggart and Wart in the battle for P10, and Bellman has managed to pull away from Bartels just ever so slightly on exit. That was Patterson actually might be enough to deny Bellman a chance to get onto the podium. And
It's so
Taggart
close.
and Ward
Whoa!
almost go side by side. Down onto the air picks, they will both go. And look at this. Ryan Ward down onto the inside is going to make it work. No, it won't. Ward will go over for the final corner. He will record his first
Ward's
race
won
win
it.
in the hypercar. He has done it. Barry Ward has won, and that makes it 4 different hypercar winners in the first 4 races. Fantastic performance we're seeing here. Further down behind, Andrew Taggart, I think, has just about done enough to deny Ben Ward, at least for now, in the second sector for an opportunity of a battle here. Sebastian Bow will come further behind to be in second place, with Sebastian Waters managing to overtake Lorenzo Hendrick in the dying stages of the race to take third, Lorenzo in fourth, with Dolph Myers in fifth, Byronson in sixth, Chinky in seventh, Marquez in eighth, Luis in ninth, and further down behind, Andrew Taggart and Ward are still battling for the Le Mans Complex straight for the penultimate corner. They'll go, and that will be Benito Luis. That struggled a little bit upon on exit, makes it a 3-car battle for P9 here. Who's going to come up front on top? The goalie seems to be sure enough to be holding on to P9, but it gives Andrew Taggart a bit of a slipstream at least to maybe deny Ward. Oh my goodness me, the bumps are absolutely insane. And look at this, Ryan Ward doesn't seem to benefit a lot from it from the dirty year. Luis will finish up ahead, and Ryan Ward goes sideways. He hits through the wall, and unfortunately Luis will take 9th, Taggart 10th, Ward 11th, Harp 12th, Francis 13th, Rowan McCrimmon go for across the line and will be the last car to finish over for the hypercars. Further down behind, Bradley Cater, another phenomenal win. That makes it 2 race wins in a row for the British driver. Bellman 2nd, Bartels 3rd, Brady 4th, Guerrero 5th, Romstad 6th, Beef 7th, Sam 8th, Spakishkas 9th, and I need water.
Yeah,
Eminem, you deserve water right now.
yeah, you really
Right,
deserve water. Yeah,
Ben Ward
Yeah.
wins
wow.
at last in his hypercar debut season, with Bow in second, Waters in third. What has been an amazing tussle for the win. Lorenzo Hendricks in fourth, Dov Myers fifth, Kenneth Dahl Peterson sixth, David Cheeky seventh, Magda Marquez eighth, ninth is Benito Luis, Andrew Taggart 10th.
I absolutely have no words. I am literally so tired that even my brain can't follow everything in this race. But I'm very, very happy for Mr. Word here. How are you feeling with the win?
Oh, I've honestly got no idea how that happened. Because I didn't get a very good start, which was a shame. But I knew that we were approaching the GT3 traffic, and I've done this before, where you pit early and hope that you've got enough fuel. And I did have to do some fuel saving, but that was my plan, because I knew I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to risk going past Myers and Goshawk and all that, because it was a battle for fourth, or battle for second. There was about 4 cars in it, and so I was like, I'll pit early and hope that I'm somewhere near it come the end. And when I got to like lap, what was it, 25, something like that, and I saw that Waters was behind me, I've got no idea what happened to him. He was quite a bit in the lead, so I don't know what happened to him. But then I come out just behind Sebastian, and I was like, oh, all I've got to do is hold on for a podium here. And then I managed to get around Sebastian. I think he made a mistake actually, and I got through him. And then I just pushed as hard as I could until until the flag come up. I've got no idea how I done it, to be fair. But yeah, first win. I'm overjoyed. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm glad for you. That must have been very stressful, racing like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was more stressed about the fuel than anything, because I knew I pitted 4 or 5 laps in, and I knew we were going to do 30-ish laps, so I knew that the fuel tank would just get there. So I done some fuel saving, but I was rather good at fuel saving around Brazil not last race, the race before as well. So I knew that I could save that little bit, and I did. So I had another lap still, but yeah, I just don't actually understand how that happened. Still, I don't know what happened to Waters. I can't wait to find out what happened to him because he was so far in front. So like I say, I was hoping for a podium, but when I come out in second, I was like, oh my god, I can go for the win here. So I just pushed, and I think, like I say, I think Sebastian made a mistake, but I think he was shocked as well, actually, to be fair. But we'll I'll find out in the chat later. But yeah, just shocked and overjoyed. So after three full seasons of racing here, and two like last lap spins and getting overtaken around Le Mans by Kenneth in season 14, I believe it was. I'm just so happy to finally close one out. So
Yeah, congratulations, and I'm very happy for you. So, your opponent, it's now your turn to talk.
Yes, obviously, congratulations to you, Ben. Ben, all of a sudden, where did that pace come from? To be fair,
well, I was actually surprised by my pace in the practice session, and then my qualifying didn't go very well. I definitely could have improved, but I just kept locking up and making the mistakes as I was pushing. So, but I was still okay with sixth because I'm not very good in the rain, so I wasn't expecting much. And then, like I say, I just went for it, and every lap that even when I was fuel saving, I was still doing mid 48s, which I was like, that's okay. But yeah, there were some people that was just so much quicker come the end. I was in the 49s come the end, but I was just trying to drive as quick as I could. The GT traffic wasn't too bad, so I got quite lucky with that. But yeah, it's I just don't know. I don't know. I was quick, but I didn't expect Waters to be so far behind. Like I say, I don't know what happened to him. So, and I just expect once he got in front, he was like 6 seconds in front. I was like, oh, it's pretty done so for that. But I just don't know.
indeed. Congratulations again, Amir.
Thank you.
Any questions to Ben?
It was sorry.
That's exactly what I'm like. I don't know what to say either.
I mean, it's been phenomenal to watch you in your hypercar, but it was a bit of a struggle, would you say, during qualifying, but you were one of the earlier ones to come through to the pits, and you seen the leaders like make the late pit stops. Usually we've seen in strategies that pitting either very early or very late is a huge advantage. But did you honestly think that pitting as early as you did would propel you into this lead fight position? And how does it feel to win your first hypercar race this season to propel yourself in a chance for the championship?
Well, it's actually a Mav strat pitting really early, so I have to thank Mav for it. He sort of got the assist from that.
I thought you copied me.
Yeah. This isn't the first time I've done this. I've done this once before in, I think it was one of the earlier races where I'd done it as well. It's
Bahrain?
but yeah, I think it was Bahrain. Yeah, it can work. It can also take away because your tires are like, I took a risk in not changing my tires because that would have dropped me another 12 seconds. So it does just depend. And like I said, I knew that GT traffic was going to be something of a pain, so I just wanted to get out of the way straight away, and thankfully it worked. Like I say, I've got no idea how it worked, but it did. Like I was hoping to be near the podium. I wasn't expecting to be second, because Kenneth and there was one other in front, David. I think both had to pit, and I just don't know how. I don't know how I managed it. I really honestly don't.
Yeah.
No more questions. Congratulations again.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, congrats, and yeah, enjoy it.
As Amir, do you want to take the onboard of the interview for the
Yeah.
second one?
Yeah, I will gladly do that. Sebastian Bow will head over through to you. Very phenomenal second place, I'm sure. But it was a really. How did the race feel from your perspective? Because not only was it such a hectic race, but it was also a very hectic qualifying as well. With you, I forgot if you were first or second, to be honest. But it was
First.
extremely It was first, so it was extremely hectic from all around. But how did you feel about it all?
Um, well, I was a little unprepared at first because I didn't do much practice. I was practicing in the Ferrari and I was in the BMW. I didn't do any rain practice and I had been driving a Assetto Corsa all day. So I don't know how I got pole position,
That
but
I've never heard anyone literally do the opposite of what they're meant to practice for and get a podium. That is honestly impressive.
um, and so when it was dry at the start, clearly Seb and Lorenzo were much better at the beginning. They were clearly more prepared, and Seb was quick all race. Um, and then I was pushing flat out, just focused on the two Octane guys, and then I pit and I came out ahead of both of them. So I was like, I don't know how this has happened. Maybe they took too much energy or whatever. And then I look at the leaderboard and there's somebody else right behind me, and I'm like, how did this happen? And I was just so like confused that I just like forgot how to drive for the last stint. I was so slow. I don't know why. I was doing like 48s, 49s when I was doing 47s right before I pit. But I'll take P2 after I crash into a wall while trying to pass Seb earlier.
Yeah, do take us through to that moment because it seemed to be like we did see GT3s influence the battle, but what were you too? I don't know how to say this. Were you too excited to make the overtake, and that's how you lost it, or did the rears simply
Yeah,
lock up?
I was a little impatient. Um, Earlier in the race, me and Seb were pretty close on pace. He was a little bit quicker, and then he got held up by GT3s and the gap closed. And then when we were clean air, I was a little bit quicker. So I didn't know how long that would last. So I saw one opportunity. I was like, I might as well just send it up the inside here. But it was really stupidly impatient. I could have just waited longer and not, locked up under brakes and spun into a wall. But, you know, it didn't really. I mean, it probably. If I didn't do that, I probably would have won because the gap was 3.5 seconds in the end. But you know, doesn't really matter, I guess, because it didn't happen. So my mistake. It was stupid.
It's your first race back, and you've got It's your P2. It's your first time racing actually for the season, and you've never seemed to lose for your podium ways. Do you, how did you feel getting a podium, especially from, as you said, like the practice, the qualified, and also that moment that you've had during the race as well? Did you still think a podium was within sights after that?
I thought the podium was going to happen regardless because I thought it was just me versus Lorenzo and Seb. Um, but yeah, I mean, I was hoping I could win because I've never won at Sebring and it's my favorite track. And I'm doing my other race I'm doing is a 12-hour at Sebring as well. So I wanted to win both. But, you know, after everything that happened, I'm perfectly happy with B2.
Yeah.
Congratulations on P2, but it was really challenging out there, even with the bumps and everything. Take us through on the start as well.
So I forgot what my EC override button was. So I got a terrible start off the line. And then I had never taken turn one in the BMW, so I had no clue where to brake. So I was like, I just don't want to kill the guy alongside me. So I broke early and he went around my outside. And then I don't remember how Lorenzo passed me, but it was probably something similar. Just I didn't really know where to brake yet. And at the start, it was just so inconsistent. But it was clean racing, which I'm happy about, at least.
Indeed, and there was a big carnage behind as well. I think you saw that in the mirrors as well.
I saw a little bit. I wasn't too focused on the mirrors for the first couple corners, but I saw the yellow flag. So
Yeah, indeed, and congratulations again. And that was a pretty amazing lap you put in as well.
thank you.
So well done. Miro, do you have any questions?
Yeah. How did the car feel, and was it stressful and fun while racing?
Yeah, I mean the car felt um, more stable than I was expecting because I was practicing in the Ferrari, which is an oversteer demon, and my other race, the LMP2 I'm driving, is also very oversteery. So it was more stable than I was expecting, which is good. The car felt good. The bumps weren't too bad. Um, but I don't know. It just wasn't enough, I guess. Maybe I should have just practiced more and in the right car.
Probably, yeah. I think that's a good idea for sure. Is the rain something that you are good at?
Um, I'm good at it. Like I'm good at adapting to the rain as it comes, but like once it's heavy rain and everyone's in the rain, then I'm not the greatest at it. But you know, it was good
Yeah,
today, I guess.
yeah. I'm glad that you enjoy it, and congrats with P2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I do want to move on to Sebastian Waters. It was a really hectic race. Also, you were nearly dancing on water in qualifying, but also, how was it out there? And in start, also, I saw you took the lead at turn one, but the win wasn't really there in the reach. Unfortunately, on the last moments of the race. Take us through on that race.
Yeah, no, the start I knew starting behind Bow or Bow that I would have to get past him as soon as possible if I wanted any chance at winning. He's quite quick, so I knew that it was going to be difficult. But when I went around him in T1, I knew that the clean air would be a huge help. I knew that not having to focus on a car in front of me would help. So I was able to really put my head down and put down some solid laps. Clearly, it helped, and I had a good lead. Unfortunately, I took tires during my pit stop, which it doesn't seem anyone else did, which ended up costing me the most time. Tires just felt so bad in the end, and I was worried about Bo catching up at the end. So that's why I took the tires, and it did cost me the win, I think. But I got the fastest lap in the end, so I got a fastest lap in the podium, so I can't be too upset.
Indeed, and again, congratulations on that. Miro, anything you want to ask?
Yeah, you had a great race at the first part of the race. Um, can you tell me how that was, and how the race went for you?
Yeah, it went great. I think the only downside was that I got so unlucky with the GT3 traffic. It played a huge part in like an overall pace drop, I think, towards the middle part of the race. Otherwise, like the car felt amazing. It was right where I wanted to be. It wasn't too oversteery, it wasn't too understeery. It just felt great, and it was a huge help to have the car there under me, so that I could pull off that pace.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Also, again, is the rain something that you are good at?
Um, I don't know, honestly. the record shows that I'm not too bad in it. P2 at Spa and P2 in qualifying, so I'd like to think that I'm all right in it, but who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Emma Oates, do you have something to say?
Amir? Seems like
He
he's
died.
frozen.
That's
Seems like
right.
he's
Yeah.
frozen.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. No, that's fine. That's fine. I wanted to mute myself from that coughing. Congratulations, though, for P3, on your position, Waters. It's I would imagine it was like so close, but you honestly really did really well. So, especially through the conditions through Sebring. But looking on for ahead, this is the second time you've been on the podium. You have a podium streak longer than anyone. How do you feel heading into the next race of your chances of winning, especially from the good form you've had?
Yeah, like you said, I've had a great form the last two races. I feel like I would have had great form in Interlagos as well. Just unfortunate there. But yeah, no. The car's really been there. So and it's felt great, and I definitely do plan on continuing this form to much greater things than what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, I'm really happy with the performance, with the car, with the form, and I'm just hoping to keep on continuing it.
And Oat as again frozen.
Yeah, he's fading away, which I'm not surprised. um,
Oh,
so,
Thank you,
oh,
thank you very
here you
much.
go.
Thank you very much, Waters. It's very, very close, but I think you'll be having your first race win of the season very soon. But massive congratulations for another fantastic podium, though.
Thank you so much.
All right, who do you want to take next?
um, um, I do want to take Ryan Ward. It was pretty difficult out there. Of course, there was also one in contact as well with your teammate, but either way, it was very difficult. Sum up your race for us.
Um, well, qualifying was good. I should have been second. I was over a second under on my last qualifying lap up until the last corner, where someone either ran out of fuel or something just in front of me, which meant I couldn't carry on my normal line through that last corner, and it lost me 4 tenths. But it is what it is. It didn't make a difference because I went round turn one and was killed instantly by someone. I don't know who it was, and I haven't seen it back yet. But from what my radar showed, someone put their car in a gap that wasn't big enough for a hypercar and spun me out. Had massive damage the whole race. But it was actually really fun. I had a really good fun race. I was catching Kenneth and David, but I ran out of skill in turn one, caused myself to spin, and then it was just about trying to catch Mav and Luis because I came out 15 seconds behind them on new tyres with 20 minutes left to go. So I caught them, and then yeah, me and Mav, we got Luis, and we were just like, let's just fight as if our lives depended on it. And we literally had the smallest amount of contact going round turn 8 or something, I think it is, and I was around, but I managed to catch him back up, and just didn't manage to get past them. In the end, I crashed in the last corner again anyway, trying to push as hard as I could to get the underneath of Mav. But no, it was a disappointing result, but the actual race was fun. So we just move on to Imola next.
Indeed, but of course, Imola would be a great starting point to do a comeback for sure.
Cheers, thank you, boys.
And Amir, any questions? Oh,
Yeah, no questions asked because he already left. So, yeah.
Amir, Amir, do you want to take the microphone for this one?
Sure. Let me just. I could just say Miros just handed me a kind of emptiness. So, so thank you very much for that. But we'll swiftly move on to the GT3s, and we'll talk over to Bellman. That's finished second place.
Yeah.
Hi, Bellman. Second place, very strong one at that. But do tell us how you feel through that race.
Yeah, feel good. Had a couple incidents where I don't know if I get a pen for that, so I'm not sure if I will finish on the podium, but it was a good race. Didn't expect to be on pole first of all. I did not expect that at all. But that's that's how we get in there, and that's how I just ran clean. Tried to run as clean as possible. Had obviously, like I said, a couple incidents, but I still think I had a good race.
Qualifying extremely strong from you. Fastest GT3 driver on track, 6 tenths off. Was the conditions getting better, or did you practice
I
a bit on the wet weather beforehand?
I had zero practice, but
Oh,
as far as I
okay,
on the wets,
we're learning something new here. We're learning that everyone that has been fast on the wets didn't practice at all.
I mean, I've always been kind of fast in the wets on the Ultimate, I feel like. My best results have always come on the wets. But yeah, I had zero practice in the wets. I loaded on a dry setup. Thought track was going to be dry, was wet, put on wet tires quickly, and then just went out. Did my race, did my quali laps, and my first lap was enough to get it on pole.
Sorry, you drove during qualifying a dry setup.
Yeah, I drove on a dry setup, yes, because I
Goodness,
thought track was gonna be dry.
goodness me, that is really impressive. So at the start of the race, when you saw it dry, did you cry and say it's over?
No, I knew it was gonna be dry in the race, but I was like, I'm probably not gonna win because obviously Bradley's in it, so I knew there's not a really big chance of me winning. I was just trying to do my race, lost to lead quite early on, and then just try to battle back to second after I
Yeah,
lost it.
Miro.
Amir, you can start first.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I have not much to tell, but uh, how did you feel while racing?
I felt good. I felt the car was good, but I knew it wasn't gonna be the quickest can track. I just had to be the most consistent and just try to do my laps after lap and not to go too far away and not make any mistakes.
Nice, nice. All right, all right. Yeah, that's something good. Yuho, you wanted to say something?
Uh, Pretty great race from you. Great performance. Also, there was that big battle. Also, but take us through on the battle as well.
Which battle was Bartels or
Yeah,
at the end?
Bartels. Well, Bartels and in Indian as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end we were going like for four cars for P2. I think Stewie, Bartels, and Wormstedt. We were kind of going for it. I think we clashed a bit, and then I came out on top. But I don't know. It was a bit of contact during that, so I think it was a good battle. But I also think Bartels was definitely the better driver the entire race. He just couldn't keep it on track the entire race.
Yep. Either way, we'll see you in Imola, and thank you, and hopefully you will do well there.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, thank you. As I do want to say words about this race. It's been absolutely hectic out there in the Le Mans series, and of course there were ups and downs. Gottschalk losing the race was the down in this race. Of course, Kenzo losing the race also, and the championship lead is a down, of course, as well. But now, of course, there's still a championship to fight here, ladies and gentlemen. Hendricks currently takes the championship lead, and also Bradley Cater once again dominant, absolutely dominant from last to first. And Miro, I will give you the microphone. What are your thoughts about this race? Final thoughts.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so exciting, so intense, heart racing. That's what we love to see, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, really, really. This was the most fun race I ever commentated and ever seen in my life.
I mean, it was extraordinarily fun. And if you don't mind, Yuho, I'll close this off as per usual. Is that okay?
I don't mind.
Thank you very much.
I don't mind.
Thank you very much. Well, 4 races in, 4 races done. Bahrain, Interlagos, Spa, and now Sebring. Sebring has crowned another different winner. This time it is now current championship leader Ben Ward. That takes the championship lead now 77 points ahead of Lorenzo Hendricks with 71. Haha, yo. Yet Kenzo Christian Blind slips down over to 3rd place after his unfortunate DNF that we'll use for his drop round at the end of it. And then it's over to the GT3s. Bradley Cater coming back over to his previous season dominance with another win under his belt, makes it 2 race wins in a row for the British driver, following through with Kevin Rivera, a 5th place, kind of weak, but he'll still be fine with 2nd place with the hand of Bartels, who puts on for one of his best results since his DNF previous round over. That is 4 rounds done. We've got a couple more left to go. With 6 left to go, it's anyone's chance to see who will come out on top for the remaining one in what has been one of the most highly contested just championships in ages, with no defining clue on who could be the winner for the next. Imola is going to play host to round 5 of the Phoenix Sim Sports Le Mans Ultimate Championship, and a chance to make it either 5 in a row or first repeat winner for the hypercar class, and a chance for Bradley Cater to maybe make it 3 in a row to make it reminiscent of his dominant past. But until then, thank you very much over to my commentators for Miro, and also to Juho Soppinen as well for commentating with me. They've been extraordinarily fantastic throughout this entire day. Thank you for you to all the fans that have been watching through. You have been absolutely superb, and also to all the drivers that have participated. But until then, that is us from Sebring. You have been
Miro Rigwebeat.
And you have something. But I will also add, you've been also the drivers that have been driving here.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. They have been the commentators. You have been the fans. I have been Amir Oates. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.